Okie dokie, what's up? Man, I haven't been live in a while. I think it's since the draft, really. Got a little bit of a new setup for this than the last time I streamed, so still trying to figure this out, get this all rocking and rolling. Happy Friday, everyone. I went to the mall today, which isn't my favorite thing to do, but it had to be done. Going to a bunch of local breweries tomorrow. Gonna be a nice, fun day. What's everyone else's plans? What's up? Kaleem, Seth, Brandon, what's up? I'm trying to figure out a... oh, it is working. The chat box is working. I just gotta make that... I don't know why it's so damn small. There we go. Look at that. How classy I am with that chat box. Dude, there's still so much to, like, streaming, like, that I feel like I don't know. I definitely want to get, like, a better grasp on it. Like, I want to... If anyone makes, like, overlays and stuff, like, stream overlays, hit me up. Because mine are pretty basic. I think they're just, like, a free package on a website or whatever. Austin, what's up? Breadwaz, Cat and Maddie, Andrew Spot, what's good? What's up, everyone? Oh, there we go. What is going on with this chat? Looks so legit. Gray Matter, look who's in the building. What's up? I'm still trying to figure out this chat box real quick. Just let me, why is the lines? Let's see. Font size, maybe go down to like 18. Do you have a Packers record prediction? I don't know why. I'm just like, I don't know if I want that up top or down low. I feel like they're not gonna win 13, but like maybe 12 games, because like 13 wins like 4 years in a row is wild. Jared, what's up? Looks good, man. Thank you, Captain Maddie. Okay, it's still doing it. There we go. Okay, we're just gonna leave it like that until I figure out the whole chat box thing. It's the first time using one. I want them to be on here, so it's like, you know, if someone rewatches the stream, right, and I'm answering questions, they're up on the screen. You know what I mean? And I think you can actually do that where you can like click on one. I still need to find what widget it is where you click on one and you can like bring it up as like a featured question. Need to figure that out. Jared, what's up? Is it possible to make an Aaron Jones versus Cowboys compilation? That'd be a pretty long video now, wouldn't it? Which rookie will have the biggest impact this year? I honestly think someone like Devontae Wyatt, just because, like, yeah, Quay Walker should start, but the Packers run nickel a lot where, you know, he might not be out there. I think Devontae Wyatt will be one of the main guys next to Kenny Clark. One of my favorite Patcasters. Thanks. Appreciate it. Double-digit sacks for Gary. Yes. 100%. Alan Lazard, I don't think are real number one. I don't know. Do I? Oh, you see? Okay. Kaleem asked, do you trust Alan Lazard as our number one? It's hard to say, man. He's, I think he can do good. I think he can surpass and become is he 1,200 yards good? Probably not. And I still gotta figure that out. Why my subscriber things and all that, they like double play the audio for some reason. I have no idea. I'm still a noob when it comes to this type of stuff. But Alan Lazard, I feel like I don't think there's gonna be like a true number one guy in this Packers offense. I think it's gonna be like a by committee. There's gonna be guys getting a lot of snaps. It's just gonna be spread the ball around, which will be good. Do you think Jones and Dillon both get over 1,000 total yards and 10 touchdowns? You talking scrimmage? From scrimmage, probably. I think the high-scoring, fast-paced games are not going to be common place this year. Kind of looking forward to some slugfests. Yeah, for this first Q&A, I'm just keeping it open. but I plan on, because I just opened my Patreon, so it's like kind of brand new. But I plan on making member and Patreon member Q&A, specific Q&As. That's what I plan on doing. It's just for this first couple. Just have it open to everyone. Play action will be deadly. Every team should be using play action. Do we still have Whitney Merciless? No. He retired. He is donezo. Okay. There's that. What's everyone's weekend plans? Throw that down in the chat here. I'm interested. Like I said, I don't know. If you were here, I'm going to some breweries tomorrow, some local ones. That's my plan. Gift a couple Patreon members. Can you do that? Oh, yeah, I'd do it. Yeah, if you can do that, I'll do it. I don't care. How do you? Can you gift? I mean, I guess you would be able to. That makes sense. I've had a Patreon since like I used to do highlights, but I never really used it. I just didn't like, you know. But now I'm doing this full time. It's like, you know, I should really start doing that. Who's the season's breakout player no one is talking about? It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I was gonna say like someone like Tyler Davis, but I think Tunyon will start week 1. Will be ready week 1, so will he get enough snaps to break out? You know what I mean? I'm not sure. I'm hoping Darnell Savage. That would be awesome. Got another Alan Lazard question. Will he be number 1? Like I said, I just see there being like no true number 1 wide receiver for the Packers. Why is media projecting Julio Jones to the Packers? Dude, the amount of Julio Jones talk is just it's painful at this point. Patreon is the way I'm in. Yeah, cool. I plan on, dude, I plan on doing some good stuff with that Patreon because I still have Pristine Auction as a sponsor. So like everything you see behind me, everything's signed. This is a Robert Tunyon helmet. Like this is signed by Tunyon. Like they give me all of this stuff. So I plan on like doing things with Patreon where you know I'm gonna give stuff like that away. Cut Darnell Savage? Yeah, no. He's still on a rookie deal, man. There's no point. Packers will have a top 10 or top 5 defense. I do believe top 5, man. Are more highlights coming for this season? So let me get the record straight with the whole highlight thing because a lot of people do ask, and you know that's obviously how I started this channel, what I did for a lot of years, and how a lot of you probably are subscribed was from the highlights. So what happens with highlights is, firstly, the NFL claims every single one, and they pretty much all your hard work. You could spend 8 hours on a video, you could spend 24 hours on a video. They earn every single ad penny, and it's not always all about that. But secondly, which is the more annoying thing, is NFL Game Pass right now, the program that you use to go watch games, record clips, is absolutely awful. If you follow me on Twitter, I probably bitch and moan about Game Pass like once a month because it's even just doing like the film breakdown for like Tyler Davis, Maury Rogers. It was difficult to get 8 plays. It made me want to punch a wall. That's how bad that service is, NFL Game Pass. And I think they are rebuilding it. So hopefully they don't put like an 82-year-old man at the head of rebuilding it, because that's what it seemed like they did last time. And it's just really, really bad. It's the worst video player like ever. Just the whole service in general sucks. So it's super, super frustrating to make any type of highlight. So that's kind of why I haven't. It's just, it's like not worth it to me. It takes the fun out of it because I'm so frustrated trying to get clips. So that's how it is. FBI, MI6, IRS, NFL Sky. Yeah, dude, NFL is just, they're ridiculous. They used to be way worse. They actually have some lenience now. They allow you to keep the videos up. They just make all the money. They're actually smart. Back in the day, they would copyright strike you. And actually, my first channel, which is the same name, I think I had 5,000 subs, got deleted, got terminated by the NFL, so I had to remake it. How do you like the depth at both edge and safety? I mean, I think we have a lot more depth at edge than we do safety. Safeties, I think the depth is really, really questionable. Edge, I'm okay with. I like Tipanali, John Garvin, Randy Ramsey, Enigbare, all those guys. I think 2 or 3 of those guys will all fight for the rotational positions. Do you think Packers keep Preston Smith after this year? I mean, isn't he under contract? Let me look at his contract, because that's like always a good telltale sign to see about these things. So Preston's signed through 2026, and theoretically they could cut him next year, but they'd incur 9.7 dead money and 3 in cap savings. So it's more likely they move on in 2024 when he's 32. Does Amazon's new contract mean you can only watch Thursday Night Football on Amazon with a subscription? I'm not sure. Luckily, I have Amazon. It would make so much sense to sign one of Julio or Will Fuller, someone like that. Hedge the Sammy Watkins. I get it. Like, everyone's like, get more veterans in here. We don't know what we have with these rookies, but that's kind of the point. Like, we don't know what we have with these rookies. I just don't see it, Already, right now, Samori Toure is like the 7th receiver, and I really like him. So it's like you bring in someone else, you're looking at like 8 total receivers, and it's just, ugh. Leave your comment, no question. Just wanted to shout out. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it. Next year, we need to draft an edge rusher for the future. Yeah, likely. Preston Smith as our most overrated player? Nah, I don't think so. He's good. I think he's properly rated. Do you think Jordan Love will get re-signed with the Packers or draft another quarterback? I think it depends. Like, if he shows great promise in the next couple of years in terms of like preseason, or say, not that you ever want Aaron Rodgers to get hurt, but say if that were to happen for a game and Jordan Love had to play and he, shows promise, pretty much the opposite of what happened in the Kansas City game. I mean, he got pressured insane amount of times that game, but if he shows promise, I think he'll have too much value to keep around as a backup, so they'll end up either trading him or just, letting him walk. But, I mean, it depends, because you always want to have a good quality backup, so if they can keep it around for, like, cheap, it's probably what they're going to end up doing. But it depends. A-Rod loves Toure already. Yeah, he's already been talking about him, which is crazy for a 7th-round pick. Like I said, I think the Packers keep 7 receivers. Stokes or Douglas will be the number 2. Who will be in the nickel? Well, as of now, it looks like Stokes is the number 2, and Douglas is in the nickel, and I think that's probably the best bet. I think Stokes wouldn't really move him to the nickel. I think he's way more of an outside guy, and I think Rasul is a physical type corner that can definitely play nickel. Special teams updates, super interested. Okay, you said super interested in, especially Quay Walker is getting special teams look. I would assume he is. And the only thing I've heard with special teams is that Rich Bisaccia is an intense coach, which is a good thing. Which is definitely a good thing. Is the offensive line or the receivers going to have bigger impact on the average yards per pass? I mean, if you protect your quarterback long enough, someone's going to get open. So I feel like that's, Preston Smith is 30 years old. I thought he's older. I thought he's like 31. I'm kind of, this is completely off topic. I mean, it's still Packers related, but how come we're not at 90 players? Like, I think the Packers are 89 players. I've been like waiting, and I guess they'll do it closer to training camp, but I've been like waiting for the Packers to sign that 90th player. I'm like, who's it going to be? What are they going to do? Like, it's just going to be some random guy from, like, Kent State University or something. But still, I just want them to fill out the roster already. Thoughts on the Baker trade? I think it's a good move. I think it's a very good move for the Panthers. I mean, Browns are paying part of his contract. What was it, a 5th round? That's good value, man. I think Baker got, like, shit end of the stick, for lack of better words, on a lot of stuff. I'm not saying he's a great quarterback, but I think he's the Panthers' best chance to win games. The Bears to bring back Matt Nagy. Man, I don't care who the Bears have. It really doesn't matter. It's the Bears. And it's Justin Fields, and if he doesn't improve, I mean, they're screwed anyways. You think Devontae Wyatt is a depth guy, or do you think they'll work him? I think Devontae Wyatt is a starter. I believe this guy is day one starter, in my opinion. I think he could be that. I think he's, 25 years old? The dude's pro ready, in my opinion. I think he's ready to rock. Praying it's not Julio because he's washed. It's funny. Like, I feel like the whole Julio thing is so split. It's like you have people that are like pro Julio and people that are like no Julio, and there's like no in between. It's really funny to see. Straight up love for Baker or a 5th rounder. I mean, it's like, why though? His contracts, you know. Christian Watson, wide receiver 1. I think week 1, the personnel in terms of, say, if there's 2 receivers in a slot, it's going to be week 1. I'm talking first snap of the season. It's going to be Allen Lazard, Sammy Watkins, and Randall Cobb. That's just what it's going to be. Unless for some reason Christian Watson's some freak in the preseason where it's like, okay, you got to put this guy in. But I think he's going to, obviously him and Dobbs are going to get snaps week 1. But I think in terms of like who technically got the start, it's going to be Lazard, Watkins, and Cobb. The best defensive line has been depth-wise in a long time. Well, considering your depth isn't Tyler Lancaster, I will say yes. Do you think Justin Jefferson is dominant? I like him a lot. I think he's a good receiver. Do you think Jones and Dillon will split carries, or do you expect to see Jones as the one back or more than passing situations? I think they're both going to be in passing situations a lot. I think both are really good receivers, more so Aaron Jones, but we saw what A.J. Dillon brought to the table in the receiving game last year. You'd rather just wait and get OBJ when he's healthy. See, that is a interesting topic, because at that point when OBJ is healthy, you'll be into the season and you'll have like a grasp on what these rookies are. And you're like, okay, are they enough? Are they not enough? At that point, you kind of have, you see what you need. And it's like, okay, now, yeah, we still need some talent, and then, okay, let's sign OBJ because he's healthy now. That makes more sense than just like crowding a room right now with Julio, who probably pull his hamstring second week of training camp. It's just like, I don't know. Who really stretches the field in that set? No one. I mean, Allen Lazard more than the other two, but he's not really that deep guy. Sammy Watkins is not a deep guy, and nor is Randall Cobb. So in that regard, I do agree with you. Like, you need Watson out there or Dobbs out there to take the top off of defense. I have a vendetta against Lancaster. Dude, who doesn't? Who doesn't? Tyler Davis, tight end of the future. I really like Tyler Davis. I'm excited to see him this year. I hope he gets the snaps he deserves. Dude's a gamer. Okay, I don't know what the hell. There we go. Would rather take a gamble on OBJ. I mean, I think if they're both healthy, I mean, OBJ is how much younger than Julio? I think he's a decent bit younger. Yeah, Odell's 29, and Julio is, 32? 33. Yeah, I mean, the way ACL injuries work nowadays in the NFL, the turnaround's crazy. Like, Odell will probably be back to normal by the time he's ready to go. So, Toxic Birdman, what's up, dude? What's up? Are you going to be doing any collabs with other YouTubers, Packers content creators? I would like to. I reached out to Grossi. It's just I don't think he's seen my DM yet on Twitter. I would like to. I'd really like to. Yeah, I would, and then I like Ramage. I like a lot. I'd probably have him on. And then Pack Daddy. I know I used to talk to him a decent bit. I was in a little network with him as well. If only Josh Jackson would have worked out. What about Quentin Rollins and Demarius Randall? What if they worked out? But you got to realize, like, if they work out, you don't draft Jair. You don't draft Stokes. So, things happen for a reason. I don't want Julio. Doesn't want to practice. Does he block? If I still had my PFF subscription, I cancel it in the summer because it's so damn expensive. I would tell you what his blocking grade was, but that's the thing. Sammy Watkins is a good blocker as well, so I think that's a lot of the reason why the Packers did sign him. They like his potential, if of course he stays healthy, and he's a good blocker. He kind of fits. He just fits the Packers scheme. Reading off the tight end situation, what do you think will happen long term? I'm not a fan of drafting tight ends early, at least. So it's hard to say. Like, if you have a physical beast like Kyle Pitts and you have an early pick and he's sitting there, yeah, sure. But let me skip this. There we go. I feel like it's just going to be, dealing with the guys you got or signing a free agent at some point. I mean, I'm going to look at free agent tight ends for next year because who knows? Maybe Tunyon never returns to his former self and Tyler Davis is nothing. And then we're like, next year, we're like, damn, we need a tight end. So let's look 2023 tight ends. Okay, no, we're quarterbacks. Here we go. Evan Ingram, Mike Gesicki, Dalton Schultz. Austin Hooper. Gosh, Austin Hooper. O.J. Howard. O.J. Howard's on the Bills. Learn something new every day. I feel like this tight ends, there's just, no good tight ends anymore. A lot of these guys. Richard Rodgers. Let's get back good old Dick Rod back on the team, huh? Expecting a lot of 22 personnel this year or 21. Yeah, probably. 11 as well. ACL isn't the career death wish it once were, but some people's bodies just don't respond to the repair well. Yeah, you'll get, scar tissue growths. That's pretty much what Bakhtiari had. AJ Hawk Productions, what a name. 2018 Packers or 2020? 2020, I guess. We kind of did Demarius Randall dirty, playing him a cornerback and not safety. Yeah, I feel like it's straight out of the bat. If he went safety, he'd probably be a decent player or would have been a decent player in the league. If we could just get another Jermichael Finley, another Tom Crabtree, how about that? Packers to get O.J. Howard really bad. I thought he was a great tight end coming out of college. The Bucs wasted. The Bucs have 14 different tight ends. Do you remember the Packers going to trade for Tony Gonzalez for a third, then the Chiefs wanted a second, and the Packers didn't pull the trigger? Yes, I remember hearing that story. What about Aaron Nagler? I would love to have him on here. I talk to him on occasion through Twitter and whatnot. Cheesehead TV's cool little network they got going on. It's really cool. A lot of good content over there. 5 receiver sets. I don't know. I feel like that's so 2011. It's they did it a lot, I feel like, last year, but Aaron Jones is always the out wide guy. And they do for screens and whatnot. Julio Jones signs with the Green Bay Packers. Yeah, I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it. It's just not something that it's 4 years ago, sure. Right now, nah. Six or seven wide receivers on the 53. I got 7. I definitely got 7. It's Alan Lazard, Sammy Watkins, Randall Cobb, Christian Watson, Amari Rodgers, Romeo Doubs, and Samori Toure. Pack-A-Day or Locked On, definitely Andy Herman. Herman's, I love Andy Herman. He's good. Your Kuhn tribute was among my favorite. What do you think about the almost absolute abolishment of the fullback position? I hate it. I mean, look over my shoulder, man. Come on. The death of fullback in the NFL is one of the most upsetting things in the entirety of football history. Like, fullbacks are so great. I love that position. I love the players. Like, they're just like beefier, more badass tight ends. Like, what can I say? Like, John Kuhn is the GOAT. Like, I it just is. Eddie Lacy or Ryan Grant? I feel like Eddie Lacy was more in the cusp of, like, when I really was into the Packers. Like, I started doing the highlights, but Ryan Grant's such a good running back, too. And I got the Eddie Lacy signed jersey up there, so. Amari Rogers free space. Oh, gosh. Hopefully we don't have to do special teams bingo, huh? That wouldn't be something I really want to do. John Kuhn is one of the last great fullbacks. I mean, the dude played literal running back in 2010 when everyone else got hurt. He's like, yeah, fuck it. I'll do it. We're good. Let's go. 3 touchdowns against the Giants. Don't care. Walk it off. Like, dude's a unit. I love John Kuhn. Bring back Kumaro. Man. Eddie Lacy could have started at fullback. Did you guys see him roast that dude on Twitter yesterday or 2 days ago? If you guys ever seen the Eddie Lacy meme, it's like this like fat dude, and it's like Packers signed Eddie Lacy as tight end. It's not even Eddie Lacy. It's some fat dude, right? And some guy on Twitter was like, "This you," and tagged Eddie Lacy, and Eddie Lacy roasted him. It was just like, "You look like more like that guy in the picture than I do," and it was so true. I don't know if you guys saw it. I'm probably still and always use fullbacks in Madden. Dude, that's what I do. Seriously, I'm not joking. Like, a lot of the time, I'll convert fullbacks to running back in my franchise and just be like, all right, this guy's playing running back. And the way Madden is built is height and weight mean so much in the run game, where it's like if you're above 240-something pounds and 6'2", you just, like, fall forward every time in the run game. So the guy put fullbacks at running back, and it's like no matter what, you're gaining 3 yards, 4 yards because they just fall forward. Madden's absolutely trash, but I'll probably get it just to add another aspect of, like, content on my channel, just because I do like football enough to where it's like, okay, I'll deal with Madden. I like the team building aspect a lot better than the gameplay, though. Dubs could break out this year before Watkins. I assume you mean Watson, but yeah, I mean, it could happen. Mike Allstott was the best fullback for me. Well, he's like, he's a Super Bowl MVP, right? Like, that's crazy. Or am I thinking of someone else? Bring back Jordy Nelson. If Quay Walker starts next to Devandra Campbell, what are Chris Barnes' expectations? Running downs, like first down linebacker type thing, where you don't want Barnes in coverage. Goal line, 3rd and short, that type of thing. Personally, that's where I'd see him fitting in. I make a weekly bingo on the Packers subreddit. My free space last season was always either special teams mistake or game threat. Yeah, I don't really frequent Packers subreddit anymore. Given the entire O-line is healthy, where does Jenkins fall? Everyone's healthy. Probably right tackle. Can we have some love for Big Bob Tunyon? Yes, we can. That's his helmet right above my shoulder, or whatever shoulder that's signed by him. Aaron Rodgers will finish his career with the Packers. I hope so, man. Really appreciate you giving me a heads up. Thanks, man. Man, special teams, I'm just, like, so ready for that shit to be over with. Like, can we just please, like, just not lose games on special teams, please? Why didn't we leave more at punt returner? Well, the dude just got, like, arrested yesterday, so. Will Campbell be gone next year? No way. No way. He's under contract for a while now. Let's see. Devandra Campbell. Let's see. He's under contract until 2026. And realistically, the first year where it makes sense via cap to get rid of Devandra is 2025 when he's 32 years old. They could in 2024, but I don't see it. He's actually he's good at. I mean, he's got a team-friendly deal, if I'm being quite honest, for an All-Pro linebacker. Devandra Campbell is the man. Love that dude. Already benefiting from your full-time status. Luckily, when I, did have my part-time job, it was in the morning. I could do whatever at night, make videos, and I didn't work weekends, so it's like I could watch the Packers games. I didn't have a problem with it. But this is my first week of not having to wake up and technically go to work. Like, it's really cool because I don't consider this work. So that was always my goal, and I'm really thankful to be in this position. Can we get a long snapper that can actually block? Can we get a long snapper that can just play in general? Like, Steven Wordle is just awful. Do the Packers extend Amos or let him walk after the season? I would like them to extend him, but it's hard to say. I'm going to predict it. Allen Lazard is a breakout season. Someone's got to take targets. 169 went to Devontae, so they're gonna go somewhere. Which Packers defender is most likely to win Defensive Player of the Year? Rashawn Gary. Do you see Devandra Campbell regressing? I don't know if he'll necessarily be an All-Pro, but I think he'll be pretty on par with what he was last year. We'll see. Amos extension top priority. Amos or Stokes? If you have to choose one for the future, obviously Stokes. Like, if you're like, okay, one has to go next year, yeah, you get rid of Amos. I mean, Stokes is an up-and-coming star. But say if, like, they were the same age, if that's a hard question, probably Amos, man. Like, if Amos was Stokes' age right now and playing the way he is, you probably would have to choose Amos. Because you already have Jair, so. Jack Coco season, literally. I don't even know anything about the dude, like, if he's a good long snapper or not. It's just like, well, he's not Steven Wordle, so that's good. Jack Coco, welcome to the squad. Do you have anything on big man Jonathan Ford? I haven't heard anything on him. Honestly, like when I made my 53-man roster prediction, I straight up forgot about him. So that should explain what anything I have on him. Hopefully, he's a good player. What was it, 7th rounder? Jimmy Hoffa's body. Aaron Rodgers tattoo. He always wears his play sheet on that left arm, so I'm wondering if that'll cover it up during game time. I don't think we extend Amos. There are a lot of good safeties coming out of college this year. Battle. I would love Battle. Was it Jordan Battle? Really like him from Alabama. Because Amos... So the Packers, oh my God, they added so many void years to Adrian Amos. So the Packers are going to be paying Amos $7.9 million next year, no matter what. So technically, re-signing him would probably lower that cap hit because then you could re-sign him to like a 3-year deal until he's like 33. So honestly, I mean, re-signing Adrian Amos probably will happen just based off the void years he already has, but we'll see. Rob Davis, a long time. What team do you fear the most in the NFC? Man, I don't know. That's a hard question. Probably the Rams, just because. I mean, Matthew Stafford. I love Matt Stafford, and that team's just so stacked. Over under 4.5 defensive touchdowns. Over. Rasul's like got 2 of them. Come on. Do you agree with Skip Bayless ever? I couldn't remember the last time I have, but I'm assuming there's at least 1 or 2 things. But that dude, I mean, it's quite genius. All those shows, all they do, like, they don't think the things they actually say. Like, they just get clicks. Whatever, Really think we need to sign a veteran edge rusher this year? Yeah, I mean, they could. It wouldn't be a bad idea. You can never have enough edge rushers. I do think our depth is good, but we are kind of missing that, like, quality third guy. Like, will Garvin be that? Will Enigbari be that? I don't know. There's still a few guys like Pierre Paul and Dunlap, a couple guys that, could help this team out. Kerrigan and Olivier Vernon, who I don't even think played last year, but he should be healthy now. I will miss Devonta Adams. Yeah, I mean, we all will, but I'm excited for the future and all these young receivers. I mean, really excited for that. So, Packers ranked 5th best roster by PFF. Honestly, I'm surprised they're not higher. I hope Savage bounces back this year. Really like him. So do I, man. He's from around my area. He's born around Newark, Delaware. Went to Caravel Academy and then went to obviously Maryland in college. And a lot of people I know actually knew him in high school because he's like right around the same age as me. So I really want Savage to succeed as well. I was so hyped when they drafted him. Chance Giannis signs with the Packers. Where do you think we will fall in overall defense? I mean, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm going top 3, but we'll see. Are people sleeping on Tipanali? I love Tipanali. I really liked what I saw last year. I think he's a great run defender at edge. I think he contained the edge really, really well, and he was a pretty damn good pass rusher as well. I want him to make the team. Edge is so difficult for me. I feel like I don't know how many they're going to keep. Are they going to keep 4 or 5? I don't know. Green Bay Packers will beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this year. God, I hope so. Well, no, isn't it in Florida? No, we're screwed. Well, Aaron Rodgers can't play in Florida. Come on, we all know that. I was going to go to that game, but it's like right around my vacation where I was going to go to Florida anyways, and I was like, it's too close. But I think I'm going to go on a cruise now to Bermuda instead of going to Florida. I don't know. I'm all over the place. Do you think TJ Slayton steps up year 2? I do. I think he's going to be like one of those sneaky players that you're like, damn, where'd he come from? Will it spell curtains for Dean Lowry's future? Yeah, probably. If your name isn't Steven Wordle, you are automatically a good long snapper, pretty much. I mean, there's no way to go but up. So it's like, all right, whatever. Do I like the Milwaukee Brewers? To be honest, man, not even going to lie, I just don't like baseball. Not my thing. Hey, everyone has their thing. To me, baseball just doesn't interest me at all. I like, obviously, football, college football. I like college basketball a lot better than I like NBA. And then that kind of ends there. I mean, that's about it. Do you think Royce Newman will play better? I think so. I mean, Royce was very sketchy last year, but I think he is a solid player. I think he's honestly more of a right tackle than he is a right guard. But having the versatility is obviously always good. Likelihood the Packers have a top 10 offense this year. I don't know if they'll be top 10. They might be like right on the cusp, like 11 or 12. That's what I'm thinking. Lots of people keeping Randy Ramsey on their 53 when he hasn't really done it. I kind of don't understand like the whole hype with Randy Ramsey. Everyone's like, oh, the Packers love Randy Ramsey. It's Randy Ramsey. Like, I'm keeping him on the 53. But it's like, what has he really done? Like, Tipanali at least has done something last year. So, but yeah, as I was saying, if you guys, didn't hear me before, I plan on doing Q&As probably every Friday around this time. It seems like this is a good time during Friday. It's like, it's not too late where it's like, I'm going out to the bars. I'm not watching some dude on YouTube, or it's not too early where you're still at work or whatever. So I feel like this is a good time. I theoretically could do them on Thursday. I just feel like Friday's better. Everyone's end of the week, going into the weekend, better mood altogether. But I plan on doing Q&As every Friday. At least I'll try to. And then I also want to incorporate, like I said, with Patreon. So, again, shameless plug. If you guys have not seen my Patreon, I have worked on that. I am now officially full-time YouTube, and I really appreciate everyone, supporting me and giving me the views and all that. Dream come true. Really, really excited for the future. So, I have some cool things in store. Like I said earlier, I have a nice sponsorship with Pristine Auction. I assumingly will be getting a lot of signed Packers gear, and I would love to give it all away. So I think I'll do a lot of that through Patreon. So just letting you guys know, giving you a heads up. You're excited for Kylan Hill to come back this year? Same, man. Kylan Hill, like, I think that dude's a steal. Like, for, what do you go, 6th round or 7th round? He should have been a 3rd or 4th round running back easily. It's just his issue with the coaches or whatever the hell that shit was. But I'm excited for Kylan Hill. I think Aaron Jones, I love him to death, but I think the Packers move on from him next year just based off how his contract sits. So I think it's going to be the A.J. Dillon and Kylan Hill show. And maybe Tyler Goodson. I don't know. We'll see. See if he even makes a team. First ever YouTube live YouTube thing. I enjoyed it. Appreciate your knowledge. I've been following you for a long while. Thanks, man. Thanks for the follow. Everyone, I think the Packers have a chance winning Super Bowl this season. I think we all do. It's a long time coming, man. I mean, 2010 feels like a long time ago at this point, but you know, I think Aaron Rodgers will get at least one more ring. I mean, come on. Do you think Allen Lazard can really be that X receiver? I think he does enough to deserve the chance. Great blocker. Really, really reliable third down target. Good in the red zone. I think he can be a good receiver in this offense. I love Kylan Hill, but I'm also interested to see what Tyler Goodson can do. Yeah, dude. Tyler Goodson's like borderline slot receiver. That dude at Iowa just, I mean, he's a good pass catching running back. So that's why I have him over Patrick Taylor for making the roster. And that's no negativity towards Patrick Taylor. I really like him too. I just love the thought of Tyler Goodson in the future. Oh yeah, since I was talking about it, I'll post this here in case anyone wanted to check it out. I have a lot of stuff there. I'm still working on it. If you have any like opinions on some of the tiers, like what I should offer, obviously let me know. Everything's still kind of work in progress over there. So yeah. Rodgers turned Adams to hold on, what'd you say? Rodgers turned Adams to what he is today. Favre was right. Adams will progress with Carr. Do you mean digress? Who knows? We'll see. Brandon Bostic really made me sad. Pack should have won it all. That, yeah, dude, the Packers should have won the Super Bowl 2014. Like, I do think they would have beat the Patriots too. I really do. That's what sucks about it. The pity the Raider fans have to suffer through Maurice Drayton and Kyle Lancaster. Yeah, why did we like switch? It's like, here, have our garbage special teams coach and our garbage special teams player, and we'll take your special teams coach, which is good, and one of your better special teams players in Kayshawn Nixon. Like, why did that happen? Like a switch for a switch like that. It's so weird. Don't think Aaron Rodgers can win the Super Bowl. What are the chances of us getting OBJ? I feel like I can make like 15 videos on Julio or Odell Beckham, and there's still talk about it. I don't think I made one about Odell. I think Odell is a good receiver, but he's kind of like, you know, obviously the torn ACL. I think he's going to be a player where it's like week 6 and a team signs him and he's ready to go, and the team knows, hey, I need a guy. I need a guy at receiver, whether that be injury or lack of talent. And the Packers should have a good understanding of their receiver room by that week. And if he's still out there and they want to add talent, okay, I'm cool with it. But right now, it doesn't really help anything. Besides drafting Jordan Love, is there anything Brian Gutekunst has done egregiously wrong? No. I think Gutekunst has been a wonderful GM. If we do add another receiver, that means we would either have 7 or someone getting cut. We would either have 8 or someone's getting cut, because I think Torre's making it and he's the 7th guy. Excited to see Jordan Love play with some of the first-team receivers in preseason. Yeah, I think, you know, obviously you don't play Rodgers. You probably shouldn't even play Lazard or Watkins, just because it's, you know, Watkins is probably going to get hurt if you put him in the preseason. All the rookie guys, all the rookie receivers obviously will play, but lose the 2020 NFC divisional. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yes, a lot of playoff hurt the last decade, I'll tell you what. Calling it right now, Amari Rodgers is going to have a good year for us this year. Everything is there for him to break out, besides maybe Randall Cobb. Do you think Juwan Winfrey can make the team? I mean, he's got to beat Samori Toure. That's the fact. So if he could stay on the field, and produce. Like he always kind of produces at like a training camp. He's that rising, breakout player, and then he gets hurt. So he's got to stay on the field. What position group is the weakest heading into training camp? Safety. Definitely safety. Why is no one talking about signing Ty Hilton? Gosh, how old is he now? I think I'd rather have Julio than Ty Hilton. Oh, man, what time is it? 7:15? Gotta eat dinner soon. All right. Yeah, I plan on doing this, like I said, Q&As every week, so definitely be on the lookout. Still wish we could have kept Z. It's time to go, Give me Devin Funchess or give me death. Oh, gosh. How do you think Tom Clements can help Jordan Love? I mean, the same way he helped Aaron Rodgers. I think Jordan Love should show some improvement this year. Zadarius Smith in a Vikings uniform this year will probably make me sick. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You can never really see it because the camera angle, but the signed jersey right there is Zadarius Smith signed one. I got it like a year ago, and I planned on giving it away, and I just like forgot about it. It was like in my closet. I'm like, oh. And then it was like right when I was about to give it away, that's when he like was cut. And I was like, great. I might as well just keep it. And then he signed with the Vikings. I was like, well, great. And double whammy. Now I got him up on the wall. Signing Jimmy Graham, not addressing special teams. I forgot. Gutekunst did sign Graham, didn't he? I guess that's definitely a whoopsie there. Jimmy Graham, man. Ugh. I mean, I can't hate the dude. Dude's cashed in. Dude is cashed in. I mean, he's probably made a ton of money throughout his career for doing absolutely nothing after the Saints. Kind of wish we had a better kicker. I think Mason's a great kicker. I mean, you can't... Look, the snapper sucked. The holder sucked. That definitely plays a part. Let's see what he's got. How do you feel about Chris Barnes getting benched for Quay Walker? I think Quay Walker, no disrespect to Chris Barnes, but dude's a freak athlete. He is so fast. I'm super excited to see him play next to Devandra in this defense. Odo was on the market and we offered vet minimum. Yeah, well, if he doesn't want to be here, he doesn't want to be here. I know it's kind of like, oh, well, obviously he'll get more money from the Rams, which he did, but whatever. Why do the Vikings take our leftovers? Desperate to be the Packers? Yeah, 100%. Like, it's envy. It's got to be. It's like, well, the Packers are win the division every year, so obviously we want the same players they have. Like, it's the same thing, man. That's all they do. I do think the Vikings will be number 2 in the division, but we'll see. Joining and talking about Jimmy G. Yeah, Jimmy Graham's a interesting career. Do you think we'll have a good season? Yes. I mean, I think we like 12 wins personally, but we'll see. Whole different kind of special. Yeah. Special teams was definitely special. They at least they were consistent in being special. Wyatt is a beast. I really enjoyed watching him in the national championship. Athletic freak. Yeah, I'm Devontae Wyatt. I'm so happy with their draft. I know a lot of people at first were like, worried, like, well, Quay Walker, why? But like, and then you start thinking, you're like, ooh, Quay Walker with Devandra Campbell in this defense where the Packers have neglected inside linebacker for so long. It's like, it kind of makes you giddy. You're just like, ooh, like having Devandra Campbell and then this like super freak athlete at inside linebacker that could turn into someone like Devin White. It's like, okay, Now I see why they did it. The Vikings are happy to be 9-8. Hell yeah, plus 500. Aside from Tunyon, who would rather start at tight end? Tyler Davis. I mean, I'm not counting Mercedes Lewis because he's not like the traditional, okay, tight end, run a seam, and I'm going to air it out. Like, obviously Mercedes is blocking tight end, and here and there he catches a flat pass, but... when Olave got drafted. Yeah, I wanted him too. But I'm happy with the receivers. I wasn't huge on Christian Watson just because, like, the talent he played against. He's extremely fast. Cannot deny it. But those dudes were nowhere near his speed. Where do you think Tariq Carpenter will play? I got him as, like, a box safety. Or, you know, I don't see him playing deep safety at all. He's going to be like a box safety. If he plays on defense at all. I think he's going to be a special teamer. Like this year, he's going to be like a core special team guy. Looking forward to seeing Tay and MVS have lower catch numbers after the season. It doesn't really matter to me. I mean, they're AFC. Do what you want to do. Who finishes second in the NFC North? I got the Vikings. I do think the Lions will be third. And I think the Bears will literally be fourth. But we'll see. We'll see. I guess it depends. That's on cue. What percentage do you put the Lions sweeping the Bears at this year? Dude, like 70%. Should the Packers pick up another wide receiver? No, I think they're fine. Aside from Rodgers, who on the current Packers team could make the Hall of Fame one day? I mean, now that Devontae's gone, I guess I can't say that. I don't think Mercedes Lewis would, just because he doesn't have, like, the tight end stats. Maybe Jair. We'll see, though. Wish we could get a tight end like Zach Ertz. He's pretty washed now. I mean, I'm not too worried about tight end. Like, you know, I think we'll be fine. Bach for Hall of Fame? Yeah, if he plays again and starts being an all-pro left tackle for a few more years, then sure. But as of now, no. When Devontae Wyatt's biggest concern was him already being 24, it's a great pick. He also had some character concerns, but I'm not worried about that. Oh, gosh. Do you think the Packers should get Julio Jones? I already made a video on it. No. How much of a percent do you got Gary making Defensive Player of the Year? I give him like a solid like 20% chance. I don't know. I think that's pretty high, though. Steven Wirtle's a Hall of Fame player. Yeah, he 100%. Hall of Shame. I'm nervous and fearful Bakhtiari is done. I think he'll be back. I think he'll be back this year. Elton for Hall of Fame. Again, stay healthy. Stay healthy. He's got to stay healthy. Okay. What time are we at? 7:24. I'll probably end this around 7:30 just to, keep it at an hour since it is just a Q&A. And I got to cook dinner here soon. Zach Thomas, sleeper at right tackle until Elton comes back. I don't think he'll start at right tackle. I think it'll be Yosh. But I think Zach Tom is an extremely versatile lineman and will end up starting for the Packers in the future. What if Eddie Lacy came back? Not going to happen. Thoughts on Sterling Sharp being one of the nominees for the induction to the Pro Football Hall of Fame? Love it. I mean, that dude, without injury, is probably top 3 receiver all time if he continued, if his career was able to be continued. The Bears are still hot garbage. Yes, they are, John. Yes, they are. How many balls/yards for Rodgers this year? I assume you mean Amari. Man, I don't know. Amari Rodgers, I feel like he could have like a solid year, like a 450, 500-yard season. Just like nothing crazy because Randall Cobb's still the starting slot. But, he gets in here, there. They have packages for him. They run screens with him, which I think they will do. I made a Amari Rodgers video basically explaining what to expect from him. If you want to go watch that, just like it's not that far down on my channel. I think the receiver room as a whole could arguably be better than last year when Devontae's 200 targets are gone. It's hard to say. I mean, I think they have more depth than last year, but obviously you don't have a true number one. Aaron Rodgers, 2 catches, negative 13 yards. There you go. Please tell me what you think about this. If Aaron Jones has played like Deebo Samuel this year, would Dylan in the backfield, how do you think that will work out? I mean, Aaron Jones is a wonderful receiver for a running back, so using him more in that sense with Devontae now gone probably will happen. And A.J. Dillon can't get enough of him, so if you can get both those guys on the field, you should do it. I'm so pissed MVS left. I got a signed jersey. Then he leaves the Chiefs. Yeah, my picture over my left shoulder is an MVS signed picture I got right before he left, too. What's for dinner? I think I have a oven pizza thing. I don't know. I was at Target earlier, and I was like, I don't have any food at home. I'm going to get this oven pizza, and I'll deal with it later. Packers 2010 DB room or 2022? I mean, it's a sight to be seen yet. We don't know what's going to happen, but that 2010 room was dangerous. Who are the wide receiver Packers keeping? Some cutting roster to 53 players. I think the Packers keep 7 receivers. But, yeah. That's my number, and I'm sticking to it. Sign Kevin King time. I wouldn't be mad, man. I know a lot of people are saying it. Vintage Aaron spreading the ball around. Everyone's going to get involved. Greetings from Guatemala. What's up, man? What's up, Pablo? You need to make in real life videos. Should I, though? Are people that interested? Here's me cutting the grass. It's like, okay. Weed whacker point of view videos. Packers 2010 DB's room was nasty. Yeah, Woodson, Tremont, Shields, Jared Bush, Nick Collins, and Pepra. Yeah, dude. Jared Bush, what a man. Sam Darnold, Hall of Fame. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I mean, he's probably not even going to start. Well, if I do go on this cruise I'm thinking about going on in October, I'll bring my camera, and maybe I'll vlog some of that, and then I can just, write it off. Taxes. All right. Ty Summers can throw in Madden? Really? Did not know that. Jarrett Bush was kind of awful. He was good on, he was good on special teams. Helmet cam video. You think Baker Mayfield will be a good fit for Carolina? Yeah, I think a change of scenery is good for him. Ty Summers may have a good year. In what regard? Because the only time he's getting is special teams, and I don't even think he makes the. You work for a cruise line? Which one? I'm looking to go on Norwegian cruise line, in October. So if you work for an NCL, you're gonna have to hook me up. What's up, Julius? Jair's injury prone now? No way. Where do you think he ranks? He's top 3 corner. If you're personally not worried about the Devontae trade, as long as you have Aaron Rodgers, I think we're fine. It's a great thing to live by, Relax. We got Aaron Rodgers. It's still the Green Bay Packers. We still have a very talented roster. We're good. Relax. How many different D formations did the Packers deploy this year? I mean, you got base, you got nickel, you got dime. I think they'll have a couple other interesting ones where they could have 3 inside linebackers out there with Barnes, Campbell, and Quay. They could have one defensive lineman or two. I don't know. I think there's going to be a lot of cool different stuff that Joe Barry has up his sleeve, and I think having someone like Quay Walker will allow them to do more, and someone like Treat Carpenter, if he even gets any defensive snaps. He's kind of that like hybrid type guy. July football, who is outside linebacker 5? So who are you assuming are the first 4? Are you thinking Garvin and Igbare are 3 and 4? 5 is definitely Tipa if that's the case. I kind of have Tipa over Garvin sometimes. It depends, though. Ty Summers needs to play elsewhere. I agree, man. I agree. So your outside linebacker is 5 is Garvin for you. Then who's the 4? Who's the 3 and 4? Like, I guess you got it. Enigbare is 100% 3 or 4. Like, obviously he's making the roster. Viking is amazing food and excursions tours, but it's filled with really old snobby people. Viking? What do you mean? Do you mean Norwegian? I guess is that another term for it? You know, Viking, Norway. I've recently found out I'm actually I have Viking blood in my DNA. Swedish Scandinavian, which is cool. But you work for NCL? That's interesting. You're going to have to DM me on Twitter, man. 2015 wide receivers or 2022? I got to refresh my mind. Let's look real quick at their roster from 2015. Oh, God, Eddie Lacy. Let's see. Jared Abbrederis. Good Lord. They had James Jones, Randall Cobb, Devontae Adams, Abbrederis, Jeff Janis. Oh, gosh. I think that year, because you have more, like, solid, true, like, veteran-type wide receivers that have put numbers up. Viking Cruise Line? I've never heard of it. I'll look it up, though. I'm gonna put it in a tab now so I don't forget. I will look into it. It's 110 times better than NCL. Okay. You just hyping up your company, huh? How much are they paying you? Ever been to a Badgers game? No, but I want to. You're also Scandinavian, over 75%. Damn. I think I'm 24% Swedish. And then like 65% Polish. Tipa Kingsley and Igbare, 3 and 4. Okay, so you've Tipa. Okay. Interesting. I like Tipa. Greetings from Germany. What's up, man? Oh, Nicholas Miles. Thanks for the Q&A. Thank you for the donation, man. Appreciate it. I opened Photoshop. Why did I do that? Is the Q&A every Friday? Yes, I plan on doing a Q&A every Friday. I will transition. I'll let this play.
Thanks for this Q&A. Is it every Friday?
I guess I gotta move the chat when that's happening. I plan on doing it every Friday. I'm gonna transition it into a Patreon like member / YouTube member Q&A. So, but for now, I'm just keeping it open. If you call Viking Cruise, ask for Roger. Okay, that's easy to remember. They'll know me. I'm the #1 sales agent. Look at you. I wonder why. You're going to get a sale now. And we'll say. The problem is my sister already booked for NCL going to Bermuda, and we're trying to book again.
Thanks for this Q&A. Is it every Friday?
I don't know why that did that twice, but whatever. How do you think Stenovich will do as an OC this year? I love Adam Stenovich, so hype for him. I think it's going to be a great fit. Is it even possible for a German to go into Lambeau? Of course. I would suggest at one point in your life you do that. Very welcoming people in Green Bay. All right, I'm going to wrap this up here soon. It's been about a little over an hour, so I want to keep it, short or not crazy long. Romeo Dobbs going to surprise people when getting a shot. I like him a lot. Favorite all-time Packer. It's definitely Favre just because he's my childhood hero, you could say, and the reason I started liking football. So you're Randy Ramsey over Tipa. I'm personally not, but hey, I guess we'll see what happens. All right. Aaron Jones or James Starks? Oh, that's Aaron Jones, man. James Starks, great. Oh, hold on. I see what you said. I'll finish the question. Great 2010 and just in general really helped that team and in the future. But Aaron Jones is on a class of his own. Bermuda, yes. Let me know if you want to do somewhere epic like Iceland. I really want to go to Iceland, but I think I would fly there. But if it makes sense to do, because I want to stay there for like a week, which you can't really do on a cruise. That's one of my I think I'm trying to go to Iceland in the next 2 years. So that's my plan. I probably just fly to Reykjavik and get an Airbnb, but yeah. Right, Iceland is a huge goal for me to go somewhere like there, and I want to go to Poland too, just to research more of my family history over there. I love your wall, great setup there. Thank you, Alex. Great name, man. Vikings mainly river cruises in Europe. The best ocean cruise line is Royal Caribbean. Best food, best staff. Okay. That's my plan, to go to Lambeau in my Australian flag shirt. Do it, man. Kabir Bajabi Amelia and Aaron Campman. Those are names I haven't heard in a while. Oh, you fly there and you cruise for a week around Iceland. Okay. Will you still be recording in 2 years? Yes, that's the plan, man. This is the plan. This is what I want for my future. So, like I said before, appreciate everyone that allows me to do this sort of thing. Couldn't be more thankful. Seriously. Your favorite NFL stadium or game you've been in? Obviously Lambeau, but I've been in like 17 total stadiums, NFL stadiums. If I couldn't choose Lambeau, Buffalo was really cool because I had a very similar feel to Lambeau. Who had the best question today? I don't know. There's a lot of them. All right, well, it's about 7:40 here in Pennsylvania on the East Coast. Been on here for a little over an hour, so I think I'm going to end this. I appreciate everyone coming out. If you haven't heard, like I said, I plan on doing this every Friday, like an hour or so Q&A, just, Packers talk, life talk, whatever. So if you're free, stop on by. And, again, shameless plug, I'm going to put in my Patreon, just because I'm trying to get this thing going and I have big plans for it, and I think you'll want to be part of it. So I'm going to go ahead and, if I can do this, computers are hard, put that in again before I leave. So yeah, Devonta Adams or Jordy Nelson? I'll answer that. I'll answer this. I think Devonta personally, man, in terms of like who had a better career. I just think Devonta is like unreal, man. Hope you have a great eating. Thanks, Ray. I forget your actual name. I think you won one of my giveaways, didn't you? I think I follow you on Twitter, but sorry for my lack of remembrance. But all right, guys. Appreciate everyone coming by. Like I said, be on the lookout for more videos. Obviously, got nothing else to do. And then Q&A next week, and I like to stream more, and I'll obviously stream during the games and all that, and. Really, really excited for training camp. Really, really excited for the season, as always. So, on that note, see you guys later. Go Pack, go. Later, guys.